Narcissism is not just pride or vanity. It is deeper, it is darker, and it is deadly, deadly emotionally, deadly psychologically, and deadly spiritually. If you've ever endured narcissistic abuse, you understand what I mean. But let's break it down. And so psychologically, narcissism is a personality disorder, clinically known as narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. It is characterized by a pattern of grandiosity, a pattern of a deep need for admiration, and a pattern of zero empathy. But underneath that inflated ego is a fragile, deeply wounded inner child. And that explains why narcissists manipulate. That explains why narcissists gaslight. That explains why narcissists abuse to protect their false self. And that is the core of the psychology of narcissistic abuse. It is not love, it is control. Now, emotionally, narcissists function like toddlers. They function like toddlers. They cannot regulate their emotions. As a result, they project their pain onto other people. They refuse to take responsibility. They want the authority of a king, but the responsibility of a toddler. And so they are emotionally mature. That's where I'm going. They cannot control their emotions. And so they project every blessed emotion onto other people in order for them to feel good. They externalize their validation, and so they expect other people to validate them. And the deep hole in a narcissist's heart cannot be filled by someone else, and so they keep asking for more, keep asking for more, keep asking for more until the person giving is drained and empty. I tell you, the deep hole in the heart of a narcissist can only be filled by God. And so when they externalize validation, they drain their victims because they give and give and give until they are empty and they can no longer give, because they will just be asking for more. And so emotionally, narcissists are like toddlers. They are like 2-year-olds because this person has grown physically, but emotionally he never grew beyond the emotions of a toddler. And so when he needs something, he acts like a toddler, and his favorite slang is me, myself, and I. He doesn't think about other people. He doesn't think about the needs of others. Is just his own needs. And so basically, narcissists, just in order to feel good, project their emotions that are going haywire onto their victims. And so it is an emotional disorder. What I mean is narcissism is also an emotional disorder. And spiritually, it is a war front. It is a battleground because narcissists mimic the light. Narcissists try to present themselves as angels of light, but they are rooted in deep darkness, and they operate based on the pattern set by Satan. Because when you look at the way that narcissists operate, you will see satanic operation in action. And so they mimic Satan, and that is who they are. They are agents of darkness. And Jesus called this spirit out in the Pharisees in Matthew 23. He called them arrogant, he called them religious, he called them full of hypocrisy. That is in Matthew 23. And so narcissism is beyond a disorder. It is a spirit, and the spirit is the spirit of pride. The spirit is the spirit of rebellion. The spirit is the spirit of self-absorption. Self is more than self-love, just self-absorption, and they need to be admired. They need to be worshipped like God. In essence, narcissists want to be God in your life. They want to take the place of God. They want to be idols in your heart, and that is why they go to the extent that they go. And so spiritually, narcissism is a battle, because it's a battle between the agents of darkness and the agents of God. And so it is a battlefield, and you cannot just heal from it. If you have endured narcissistic abuse, you got to do what? You got to break free from the spirit of narcissism to be 100% whole. But you can be whole, and I'm a living proof of that. But for you to get healed from narcissism, you got to, number one, key into God's love for you, because the love that the narcissist manifests is not real love. It is fake love. It is conditional love. It is love that is predicated upon exploitation, because the narcissist wants to exploit you of everything good that you've got. And so you got to key into God's love. That is the first thing, because that is what helped me when I didn't understand 1,001 things. I understood God's love, because the Bible says he has loved us with an everlasting love. And I realized that the love the narcissist was manifesting for me wasn't love. And so I keyed into God's love. The second thing to do is to educate yourself about narcissism. Go online, read books, get help. Basically, understand what this disorder is. Understand what this spirit does. It is a spirit of narcissism. Understand the psychology of narcissistic abuse, because education is power. And in this kingdom, deliverance is via knowledge. And when you know, you have, the Bible says, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And so get knowledge, get educated on the subject of narcissistic personality disorder. And then the third thing to do is work on your emotions. You got to regulate your emotions. You got to work. You got to heal your emotions with the help of God. Because I tell you, your emotions are going haywire because of narcissistic abuse. But you can call them back home. You can call them back home. And I have also had to work on myself a lot, because you don't have to engage in reactive abuse. If you are healing, you can control your emotions. You can manage your emotions instead of your emotions managing you. And so sit yourself down and look at the emotions that are manifesting in your life and begin to work on them. I tell you, you can, because I have personally worked on myself. You can work on your rage. You can work on your anger. You can work on your reactions, your emotional reactions, by using the power of a pause. Very powerful. And you need to start responding instead of reacting. When you respond from a place of power. And that is the essence of working on your emotions. And last but not the least, commit to growth, because I tell you, you face narcissistic abuse because you need to grow. There are certain areas in your life where you gotta grow up, where you gotta become better. I tell people always, especially narcissistic abuse survivors, that there is a version of themselves that they have never met, and it is only committing to growth that will help them to meet it. And so go out and grow in every area of your life. Grow spiritually, grow physically, grow psychologically, grow emotionally, grow financially, grow in every area of your life. In every area of your life. Because I tell you, there is another side to narcissistic abuse, and that is when you grow into the full extent of God's will for you. And I hope you do just that. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to watch the next video showing on your screen.